Hello and welcome. This is a video on what is the image of the beast, and can we know from the Bible? Are we given enough information? Well, I go through the information we're given as I think it may give an outline, but I don't think it's something we can be too definite on. So the verse we need initially is Revelation 13 verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we know the beast has an image. The word image here stands for a likeness that has a close resemblance of something that looks very much like whatever the original object is. So in order to know what the image looks like, we have to know more about the image itself. So what are we told about the beast that may help? Well, we know the beast has a mark, a number, and a name. I go through these in more detail in the video The Mark of the Beast, but here I would like to take a closer look at the number and the name of the beast. Revelation 13 verses 17 to 18 says, And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So the number of the beast is the number of a man, or of mankind, which is 666. We are also told in this same passage that the name of the beast is a man, or mankind. So we now know the name and number of the beast is a man or mankind. Therefore I think it's reasonable to suggest that the image of the beast would also be of a man. The image would represent mankind. We are also told more about this image. We are told the false prophet has power to give life to the image. The word life here can also be translated as spirit or breath, so it's giving an indication of the image, for all intents and purposes, coming to life. Dependent on your thoughts on the image will depend on how you see it coming to life, and that there is more than one idea out there as to how the image will speak and identify those not worshipping it, but here I will put forward just my understanding. If the number of the beast is mankind as a whole, and the name of the beast is mankind as a whole, and the image of the beast is a man or mankind, couldn't the speaking of the image be the speaking of mankind as a whole as well? Couldn't it be anyone who worships the beast informing on people who don't? This would fit in with what Jesus says about brothers betraying brothers, fathers betraying sons, and children rising up against their parents and causing them to be put to death. This may well be how the image speaks, the words of mankind, showing which side they are on, either for God or against God. The false prophet may be leading an empire based solely around putting a man or mankind above God, above everyone and everything. He may set up an image of a man that represents all mankind and encourage the whole world to follow that concept. He may preach that to follow mankind means to follow peace, and anyone who is against this should be informed on so that they can be dealt with as they would be seen as a problem. I cannot say for sure this is exactly what the false prophet will do, but it is currently my educated guess, as I think it explains the number of the beast, the name of the beast, the image, the life, the speaking of the beast, how the false prophet destroys many by peace, and the betrayal that Jesus spoke of. But there's still the question of the mark. This is something in my other video I went through with the possibility of it being something literal or figurative, and I honestly don't think we can know for sure until the time comes exactly what it will be. The only other place in the Bible that may relate to this is about the mark God put on Cain. Now Cain was the first person to kill another. He killed Abel because Abel had followed God's command and his offering to God was accepted. Cain had not followed God's command and his offering was rejected. So this is the first time someone who chose not to follow God killed someone who did follow God. And the one who didn't follow God was given a mark. Now no one knows what this mark looked like, and it may, and I do emphasize may, return again in the end times as being the mark of mankind. But ultimately I don't think it's as important to know what the mark looks like than it is to ensure that you're following God. as if you always follow God, then you won't take the mark. Thank you for listening, and God bless.